What's up everyone? Here with my 2024 Skidoo Freeride 850 Turbo R. This year I went with the 154 and 2.5 inch track. Really excited for this year. They made a handful of different changes to the Freeride that's gonna really enhance the aggressive, kind of big mountain rider. Starting up the front, they went with the DS4 ski, a little bit more aggressive ski. A spindle geometry, they pulled the spindle back a little bit, giving it, again, that more positive bite, help with steering. Stiffer suspension calibration all the way around. This is about 50% stiffer than previous years, resulting in something that you can go down the trails faster, bigger hits, and then also it just makes it a little more rigid. It's gonna feel more planted when you're cutting across those steep side hills. And just give it to where you really feel the input of the sled. So yeah, follow along. We're gonna go through what I do to my sleds to get them ready for the first ride. So one of the crucial things I like to do to my sleds every year is get the handlebar riser just right. So I choose the Skidoo 3.7 riser with the stock bar, and I'm 6'1", but have pretty long arms for my height. And I feel it just brings me down, gives me good leverage on the sled. When it's too tall, when you're climbing a steep hill or maybe wheeling, it puts the bars right here in your chest and you don't have much strength or leverage here. Because with a lower riser, it pulls my arms down where I can drive more with my hips and use the back of my arms where I have a lot more strength instead of just right up here. Another critical setup is you want to make sure your riser is perfectly in line with your steering post. That'll help with the steering geometry created for these sleds. A lot less rider fatigue throughout the day. Another thing I always do to my sleds, the Freeride comes with about a 5-inch seat on it. Even though I have long legs, throughout the course of the day and riding every day, I want to make that transition from the left side to the right side easier. I don't want to have to pick my legs up as far. So I get the Skidoo short seat. This seat comes on the Summit Expert from the factory. I add it to it. It's about 1.5 inches lower than the stock Freeride seat. Again, it just helps me move around the sled a little more without burning too much energy. New for this year, Skidoo came out with these new intake vent covers. As you can see, the stock ones are a thinner material, and these aftermarket ones that Skidoo makes as an accessory. So a little tougher fabric and a lot more ridges in here to help from sticks breaking into it, causing damage. They're pretty slick. You just undo the 3 screws. This will pop right off. Add the new cover over. With the new intake grate cover, you're able to just pop them off. So if you did damage it, you could get it and just put it in, but just makes it nice that it's removable. They're kind of cool looking, and then they just clip down in nice and solid and good to go. One of the last things I always put on my sled is a Lynx tunnel bag. Pretty straightforward. Just something to get the weight off my back, right? In another video, we'll go into detail about what I carry in here versus my back, but pretty much in a nutshell is all the heavy things, tools, spare belt, lunch, water, that kind of stuff. I want to put in my tunnel bag, let the sled do the work, and then just keep my emergency essentials in my backpack. Keep my backpack nice and light, again, to conserve energy throughout the day. So that kind of wraps it up. Kind of the quick walkthrough of what I do to my snowmobile to get it ready for the season. Hit me up if you have any questions or want to know more detail of why I do certain things to my snowmobile. Other than that, let's see out on the snow and start snow dancing.